Okay.
Okay. Nafanya gani? Ama tunaenda mwilo. Ndio kuangalia 7. Okay. Speed out of control.
What tunasema 7Q? Speed out of control.
Okay, get it chagulie tunafanya.
Hii Heroes Root ndio nimegamba hiyo jina.
Heroes Root. Fundamental.
Let's go with what Betty said.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay.
It's boring.
Pake natupeleka Wikipedia. Inakaa inahitaji some background knowledge. Piaje. What do you find?
No, we have background.
Okay. One of the first algorithm used for approximating integer square root.
Sorry. One of the first, sorry, what?
Algorithm.
Hello?
Algorithm. Inside and
That's really goodness.
So, one of the first algorithm used for approximating the integer square root of a positive integer n is known as zero method. Named after a first century Greek mathematician Hero of Alexandria, who gave the first description of the method. Hero's method can be obtained from Newton's method, which came in 16th century after. Okay, Hero's method can be obtained from Newton's method, which came 16th centuries after. Uni history.
Unakumbuka Newton's law?
There were 3. There are 20 actually.
Amaya kufanya physics.
Hey, you ndio gani hiyo?
Motion. You're close.
Usijali. So, we approximate the square root of a number n by taking an initial guess x and an error e and repeatedly calculate new approximate integer value x using that formula. That is x plus n divided by x divided by 2.
I wasn't going to back check with you.
Nilikwambia inahitaji background knowledge ukasema hapa. Juu okay, sawa. Tuendelee. Tuendelee.
Actually, enda kwa hizo options uchague easiest. Kuna options
for
hapo.
8Q.
7Q but easiest.
No, hii tunaweza fanya. Mbona tusifanye hii?
Okoto bado. The name is hard.
Mbona tusifanye hiyo kitu? Na ikae ngumu.
Speed control.
Haya, chagua easiest uko juu.
Okay. Kwa sort by.
Napanga
Check password.
sasa mtu mwingine achague.
Okay, pigi kwenda uko unataka ile kama. Scroll. Hii ile na kaka mna list.
By the way,
Na iko na link au iko na link zote?
zote zina link hapo.
Okay, sawa. Hiyo.
Na unajua there's no going back.
Hakuna ku go back sasa. Hii ni too easy. Ngoja tu.
Wait, Codex.
Apple. Apple. Reverse and invert all integer value in a given list. Reverse and invert. So first of all, we reverse, then we invert.
And remember, they all have to be integers.
All integers. Okay, there's another
Like
thing.
integer, C float, integer.
The thing, ignore all other types. Okay, ignore other types. Other types than integers.
Ignore all other.
Than integer. Other than. Okay. So we will be ignoring integers. So kama si integer inakuwa deleted ama inafanywa nini? Okay. Sawa.
Hebu tunaweza study example yote kiasi.
Okay, test zake.
Tupeleke tu through hii example.
Iko hapa example, okay. So hapa tuko na a list, right? Okay, hiyo function imekuwa called with argument yenye ni list, right? Okay, tuko na instances za tuko na
Mimi niko na swali.
integer.
Mimi niko na swali.
Yeah.
Nasikia list, nasikia swali, nasikia integer. Tushajua the problem.
Ndio tuna discuss.
Oh, iko na list.
Yes.
Na integer.
No, we're just studying an example is given. Ili tuone alafu tu nini.
Ipeke the instruction.
Go back. To the other Codewars. Kuna Codewars niliacha.
Ilipotea.
Kwa ile tu.
Next fire.
Go back. Nataka kuona ikiwa na points. Ikiwe marked atishafanya.
Yeah.
Sunona tayari hapa.
The Cartesian plane.
Ilikuwa hiyo.
Ilikuwa but then ilikuwa
Ilikuwa na Cartesian plane
X
ndio
na Y.
utashangaa.
X, Y.
na Z.
Oh, na Z pia.
Nasikia tu the function.
Iko bado.
Hauko umearrange hivyo. Ilikuwa arrange hivyo.
Ilikuwa ni US.
Ilikuwa hii ya kwanza.
No, hiyo speed control.
Ilikuwa hiyo.
Haikuwa speed. Ilikuwa heroes.
Heroes. There you go.
Tulikuwa tunaifanya.
Nikamaliza.
Kaona ni a lot of mathematics wakahepa. So one of the first algorithm used for approximating the integer square root of a positive integer n is known as Ero's method, named after first century Greek mathematician Ero of Alexandria, who gave the first description of the method. Ero's method can be obtained from Newton's method, which came 16 centuries after. So we approximate the square root of a number n by taking an initial guess x, so an error e, and repeatedly calculating a new approximate integer value x using that formula, that is x plus n divided by x, all divided by 2. We are finished when the previous value, okay, the previous x and the new x have an absolute difference less than e. Okay. Absolute difference is
Absolute difference.
absolute.
Absolute ni haukea kama ni positive ama negative. Then we have the difference between the two. Whether it's on the negative side or on the positive side, una subtract miaka yako minus ya nani ya Afrika. Umeachana na kata. Ama utoe ya Afrika minus yako ni the same.
We are to supply function that is we supply to a function, that function that is that's the name, a number n, that's the positive integer, and a parameter guess another positive integer, which will be our initial x. For this kata, the parameter e is set to 1.
Oh. Ulifanya GCD?
Yeah.
Ulifanya GCD si 27.
Nilikuwa nafikiria ni kama ile ya API.
Yeah. Hii ni GCD.
Ero's algorithm is not always going to come to an exactly correct result. For instance, if n equals to 25, we got 5 but 4. N equals 26, we also get 5. Nevertheless, 5 is the integer square root of, say, 26. That is to return count of progression of integer approximation that makes the algorithm the algorithm makes. So the reference is on a wiki. Nataka tuangalie hiyo reference kwa wiki.
Vile walizoona kwa wanakuambia, "Hey, unafanya nini kwa kompyuta?"
Yaani unaandika tu hivi. Sasa hii inamaanisha
Umeweza kusoma instructions?
The instructions zimeisha. Unless so those are some examples, right? Hii ingine ni ya so we have an example. Ukipewa 25 the number and
Unaelewa tunafanya?
okay, najaribu kuelewa.
unaweza kuscroll up and down.
Hatuelewi nini unafanya, tuna scroll tu au ujei.
Okay, is given an instance. Okay, amepeana function, the function call with 25, which is our number yenye tunataka square root yake. Then I don't know what that one is, whether it's is
We
the
use some instructions. We call this a compare instruction. We approximate
the square root of a number, and by taking initial guess x and error e, and repeatedly calculate a new approximate integer value x using that formula. Okay, sure.
bado umenyamaza.
So this function has
Huko na venye tulikuwa tunaita vitaki hapa. Hivyo ndio tunafanya interview. They expect you to talk.
function iko na
Actually, endelea tu hadi we supply.
we supply to a function.
Unamaliza kusoma hiyo caption ya video.
Yeah, okay.
Soma tu the two paragraphs, we approximate and supply.
We approximate the square root of a number n by taking an initial guess x, an error e, and repeatedly calculate the new approximate integer x using.
Unajisomea mbona ndio explain? Unajisomea mbona ndio explain?
Okay, mimi sijaelewa kinaendelea, so nilikuwa natafuta mtu anaweza explain. So nataka niwasomee sisi kwa sana. Ndio umeelewa? Okay. Nani
Soma tu the two paragraphs.
Yes.
From
But
there.
again, what he needs to do, in Soma, we approximate the square of n by taking initial guess x.
Ziko relative. E inaendelesha hii. So hapa haiwezi pata hiyo answer.
Haiwezi pata answer hapa, but mmoja anaandika anafaa kuweka picha. Unasomanga kidogo na una expound what you understood up to that point. So tunataka square root ya n na tuna guess x. That's what I mean by being a preacher on this. We approximate the square root of n by taking an initial guess x. So square root ni n, inatafuta ya the n, but tuna guess ati square root ya n inaweza kuwa x, our initial guess. An error e and repeatedly calculating a new approximate integer value x. So tuko na error pia. So far tuko na guess, tuko na error, na tuko na the numbers. We repeatedly calculate the new approximate value x. So tunatafuta x ingine mpya. Tumia hii formula. So our initial x, our guess ilikuwa x. Tunatafuta x mpya, tumia hii formula. That's what I mean. Unafaa break down these instructions one by one. We are finished when previous x and the new x tumeonyesha tulikuwa tumeweka guess. Sio? Then tukatry kufanya into loop. Sio? You do it over and over until you have an absolute difference of less than e. So tulipewa e huku juu na tulipewa x na tulipewa n. We find a new x. Tunaacha kuloop if the x minus the new x is less than 2. Sindio hapa? Wasted. So every time tunafanya a new x, tuseme umeguess 12. Yeah. If a new x ni 24, then the new x ingine ni 27. As long as 27 is less, 27 minus the initial guess is less than e. The previous x and the new x have an absolute difference of e. Tuliambiwa e hapa ni the errors. So that's what I mean by soma tu kitu, he explained the vehicle. Ukienda next tutasema we supply a function. So the function inaitwa hii. The number n tulishasema huku juu ni whatever tunataka investigate. Square root yake, which must be a positive integer, and a parameter the guess. The guess tulisema ni x. Huku juu, which must also be a positive integer, which will be our initial x. The guess is our initial x. For this case, the error e is 1. So you can't understand the second paragraph if you don't understand it.
Okay, so kutoka hapo
So hii error inatokea tu kama guess iko wrong.
No, the error inatumika. We are finished when the previous x and the new x have an absolute difference in less than the error. The allowed error, allowed to one error e on the square root. Okay.
Okay, now uliza si the square root ya n ndio tunatafuta.
Yes.
Alafu tunachukua initial guess in x. So nauliza kama situation yenye hii initial guess in x ilikuwa right.
Imekuwa right. So zitakuwa less than the error. Ukisubtract x minus the new x itakuwa less. So utakuwa tu sawa. Ni kama nikuulize sasa hivi. Tofauti ya age ya Linda na mtoto wake ni hapo. Look at this. Uko allowed to make an error of 1 year. Difference ni 20. So tuangalie the real minus tutafute the new difference alafu to subtract tuone if the error difference is less than a year. Tutasema yenyewe uko right. Sawa. Kama ni wrong nitakwambia you make the new guess will be now the new x. So the new x unaipata through x plus n. Tulisema 20. So x ni 20, your new guess. N ni whatever tunatry kufanya. N ina place itakuwa tuseme age ya Afrika, sio? Whichever eight of them. If tunataka find the other, we have N, we want to find what is the square root of N. So if you have U or if you have 8, that will be N.
Oh,
Then we are
God.
guessing.
Oh, sorry. Nilikuwa nimeona monkey.
Monkey. Wapi?
Nimeruka hivi.
Hakuna monkey hapa. Ruka hapa.
Nimeruka hivi for real.
Guys,
Hiyo ni ndege.
umeshanifanya niongee.
Hata sijui nilipata monkey kwetu. Monkey niongea.
Yeah, niongee.
Niongee.
So tunachukua hiyo X, sindio? Which was the guess 20. Una add miaka ya Afrika. Una divide by X 20, alafu una divide everything by 2. Now that's our new guess. So tuna refine guess ya nani ya mojo until to find out the difference between the ages less than 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay. So tuangalie scenarios.
Bado.
Yeah.
Kwa bado. Sijageta kusoma bado.
Okay, we get swali. So, acha ni explain when you get. You are given you've been given a number n, right? Your number n unataka kupata square root yake. Sawa. Alafu you make a guess. Unaweza guess to any number.
The number is 100.
Yeah, umeambiwa 100.
What is the square root?
What is this?
5.
Exactly. Ukisema 5 kuna error. Hiyo error according to hii instance tumepewa ni moja, right? It's a 1. So okay, we will be approximating kwa sababu obviously utajaribu hiyo, maybe itakuwa wrong, maybe itakuwa right. Ikiwa the difference, so repeatedly calculating the approximate integer value. So umeshapeana yako ya kwanza. So which is 5. Another guess itakuwa sasa inajiproduce peke yake, which will be x, and you may guess that is 5 plus n, which was 100.
Andika please.
Nikupe ng'ombe. Simu yako itakuwa soft. Kama yangu, shika simu yangu.
Kama matiti ya ng'ombe.
Gross. Kama nyonyo.
Unaweza nikata kwa whiteboard. You choose.
Okay. So we have an n, which will be our n, which will be this number we're looking for square root of. So, for instance, in hundreds, in this instance.
Is 5.
What's the square root of this? Make a guess.
50.
Okay, 50.
Unasema hata 5 ya.
Maybe 50. So we have an error. Error tumepewa hii it's 1. So tumeambiwa the absolute difference between your guess
And the actual.
and the new guess inafaa ikuwe.
Less than.
Yani sasa okay, the difference kati ya hii na hii is less than 1, so the 50.
Hebu andika hiyo formula.
Lazima uwe na 2 x's.
Yeah, the new x in your step will never calculate minus ex
Zinafaa kwa 1.
The new x.
1 or less than 1.
Hebu nisomee hiyo formula kitu.
Bracket x plus n
Divide
divided
by
by x.
Divided by x.
Everything divided by 2.
So these are one difference.
Yeah.
So
tutachukua hii, replace. Then 50 plus 100 divided by 50 times 2.
Divide by 2.
Or divided by 2. So, into, senior. Into.
Yes.
Unafanya?
He is correct.
150 divided by 50 and 3.
Me too.
No, unaanza na board mass. Division kwanza.
Yes.
Division nabi?
So, na divide kwanza.
Yeah. 100 divided by 50. Yeah.
So ni n divided by x.
Yeah. N divided by x first. Then
So ni 52.
Yeah, 52 divided by 2 ni
26.
26.
So, then unakuja. Okay, 26. It doesn't matter.
The new x.
Yeah, the new x, which is 6, minus 50. Unaweza divide whichever way. Okay, that's subtraction. Whichever way.
Either way.
Either way. Hii itakuwa the same. Either way itakuwa
Positive.
positive what?
24.
Yeah.
24.
I'm equal.
That's our new x.
So this is our new. Oh, this is
That's our new x. 25.
oh, this is our new x. Okay.
No.
That's
the difference.
This is the difference.
The new x
The new
is
x is
26.
this one.
Yeah. The difference is
So
24.
is this difference absolute? Absolute tutaiweka tu. Wacha tutumie tu positive kwa sababu
Oh, absolute means.
in this instance either you want to go on the difference or go positive.
Oh,
Which is
So it must be less than 1.
is it less than 1?
No.
So I repeat the same.
So our new x, sasa si repeat the same. Our new x itakuwa?
This instance x into society we do the same thing here. New x inakuwa 26 plus 20. 26 plus 50 100 divided by 26
divided by 2.
Itakuwa
Ni tricky. Itakuja kitu 4. Tuandike kitu 4.
itakuwa 4.
Almost 4.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4. Okay.
Ni 4 point something.
Si ni 30 hapo.
Okay, 15. This 15 on the 15.
Inafaa kwa the previous x.
Yeah. That's like 26 minus 15.
Is it less than 1?
11, no.
Exactly hapa ni
Do that again.
11. Nenda ilikuwa ni divide hizi vitu hivi. I want accuracy please.
Oh,
Wacha tusikie hapa.
tunafanya na kabambi ni akili.
So, italeta 11. Is 11 less than 1? No.
3.84.
Okay, 3.8. Okay, tell me. That's 4. Thank you
Yeah.
for your service.
Yeah.
So, new x again. Tafanya the same thing.
Ushaona hizi recursion.
11. Yes.
Recursive function.
11 plus 100 divided by 11
Divided by 2. That's about 10.
that's 10.
Mm.
Okay, 10 plus 11.
That's
Yes,
about
this is what you
20.
Would you want to divide by 2?
Ni kitu 10 pia.
10.
Okay. Yes.
Sisi unajua maana?
10.5.
Najiunga kwa approximate.
Ndio kama sikuwa nataka kuikui. Ni 10.1.
10.5.
10.5 tukizirate hiyo nikaani. Ndio kama tungekuwa tukuwa as much accurate as possible. Unaona? Inaanza kutuletea 11. Inacheza kwa 11. So hizi madecimal
Ai,
tuziignore.
Ibrahim bado iko poa. Hebu.
Hizi madecimal tuziignore. That's very important.
Katie, no.
Ati tutakuwa tunapata?
The same thing to if you approximate to the equality dimension.
Aha. Hiyo ni difference. Hiyo ni diff.
It's 11. So difference kati ya our previous which was 15 minus 11 is 4 less than this one.
No.
The same will apply. So 4 plus
Plus 100 divided by 4. Divided by 2. That's about 29.
Oh, 4 plus 25.
Mbona feel ni better for it?
No, iko tu
Poa.
sawa. Ni unajishuku. Eka tu 4 plus 25.
You would.
Inafaa kuende ikipungua, si ndio?
Inafaa ikuwe 15, right? Inafaa ikuwe 26.
Hebu tuangalie.
This one is the difference, not the
Hiyo inafaa kuwa 15. The previous
Oh, the
times.
new X. Oh, yes. Oh, you're a clever boy. After all.
Better than jokes, hizo unajua math.
Unajua kuspeculate.
So, Linda, wewe uko na calculator tafadhali tufanyie hii.
Itakuwa about 8 point something.
6.6.
Exactly.
Sorry, 7.
22 divided by 2, 11.
Yeah.
So 11 minus 15.
Inaweza the same thing. That's
15 minus 11 is 4. But then interesting.
So, hapa tutumie 11, so 4. So, same applies, Linda. Ulisema mfano 10.
11 plus 10.
Tunaenda
2 ni 10.
Yes, 9.09.
9.0.
11, 100 divided by 11 is 9.09.
0.0 na kwa that's 19, 20, hiyo ni 10, isn't it?
Yes, so 10 minus 11 is 1.
Ndio ishaisha.
Okay.
Naishi hapo, the next step is
10 minus 11.
10 minus 11 negative.
Wow.
Tunachukua kama hapo sio sawa.
Inaanza.
Okay, bado ni 1. So,
Last but not least, new X itakuwa 10
10
plus 100 divided by 10 divided by 2.
usiniambie tafadhali.
You need it.
That's
20 ni 10. Everything hapo ni 10. Fanya haraka. Umpata wapi 15?
Sini 10, sini 20 ya. Sini hivyo. This is 10. Okay. Inakuwa 10.
10 minus 10 is 0.
10 minus 10 is 0. Oh, 10 minus 10 is 0.
Is it less?
Is it less than this?
Yes.
So what's our square root of 100?
Square root of 100 is 10.
Yes.
Ah!
Kwani mlikuwa mnapenda?
Sijui nilikuwa nangoja nini. For real?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Right.
So,
It's 9:34. And we stopped. We are in Kata.
Yes. Bye, people.